Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
And having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Sorry about being a little bit late today, guys. Was coming back from working out, and yeah, we are all good. We are all ready to go, and yeah, man. All right, cool. So let's get started with today, man. Hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons as well, and that way you'll know when we go live. We are officially live, yes, sir. Twitch. Do I have Twitch up and running? Before I forget, do I have Twitch up and running? Let's see. Okay, Twitch is up, and Twitch is running. Good stuff. All right. So today the Phillies take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Nothing really too much to note going into this game. Christopher Sanchez is pitching, and that is something that we do need to look out for today. Johan Rojas is also in the lineup too. He is DHing this afternoon, so hopefully he has a good day at the plate. Gabriel Rinconis, Matt Kroon. This is sort of like a day where we see who's going to make the final roster spots, right? What does Cal Stevenson give you? This is more so of an audition day, to say the least. The reserves are going to be in there, and the people that are fighting for that final roster spot. So something to look out for sure. If we need pinch hitters or guys to come on in just in case somebody gets hurt, we want to see what they have, right? Like, that is somewhat important to us too, just to try to figure out who is going to make an impact and whatnot. So Jared Jones is going to be on the mound today. We are ready to get underway. Let's go to our live stream setup. Here it is. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well. Jones last year had 22 starts, a 4.14 ERA, went 121 and 2/3 of an inning, walked 39 batters at 132 strikeouts, and opponents were batting .232 against him. So, all right, so we are ready to get rolling. The lineup for the Phillies, they got Johan Rojas DHing today. Cody Clemens is over at third. Then you got Edmundo Sosa over at shortstop. Garrett Stubbs is catching behind the plate. Cal Stevenson's out in center field. Then you got Otto over at first base. And Gabriel Rinconis out in right field. Matt Kroon is out in left. And Rafael Antigua is at second base. First pitch underway, and it's a foul ball as Rojas is rocking the sunglasses. Grace, what's going on? Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for some spring training baseball. Let's go. It's going to be a long year for baseball. The pitch to Rojas, and there is a foul ball again. Two good cuts so far by Johan Rojas, hitting .308 in spring training, 2 homers and 6 RBI in 6 games, including in his last at-bat, which was 2 games ago. He had a 3-run homer in the 9th inning. 0-2 delivery from Jared Jones, and there's a called strike 3 at 98 miles per hour. This guy does throw a lot of gas. And so Rojas strikes out looking. Grace says, I'm at work hiding. Get back to work, Grace. I'm telling your boss. Just kidding. Just kidding. We have, it's cool because during these afternoon games, we have people that put this on in the background, and they're like, this is making the workday go by much quicker. So that's a really, really sick thing, The pitch, and there's a called strike. Can't wait during the summertime when that happens, too, for baseball. Afternoon baseball during the workday, it's just awesome. 0-1, swing and a miss. This guy, honestly, if he can just have an out pitch, a slider, or a changeup that just dips and has good velocity, this guy's going to be a good pitcher. 0-2 to Clemens, and that one reaches 99 miles per hour. It's a foul ball, though. Don't tell my boss either. I got you, PAS. What's going on, man? How are you? Vado's here. What's going on, dude? No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the first, and the pitch to Clemens, and he gets a piece of it and stays alive. See, the pitch was going a little bit up high, but Clemens was still smart enough to just try to fight it off. He has a .333 average in spring training so far. The guy that's on the mound for the Pirates, his name is Jared Jones. He's looking to have another good season. CRA was a little bit high last year, as we mentioned before. But he has some good stuff. 0-2 delivery. There's a slider that's in the dirt, and it's a 1-2 count now. Pirates are in their dark uniforms. They have black and yellow on them. Yellow text that says Pittsburgh painted across the chest. And last names on the back. And right below that is the numbers, both in yellow. 1-2 pitch, check swing, did he go? And they say no. Over at third base, umpire over there is Charlie Ramos. Vado, what's going on? Ray says, hit the like I did while she is on vacation, and so am I. 2-2 delivery to Clemens, and he chases after a slider. It looked pretty good to swing at, not going to lie, but it was heading towards the dirt. It looked absolutely deceiving, and there's 2 strikeouts already here in the first inning. 2 up, 2 down, and up to bat now is Edmundo Sosa. He's been struggling a little bit during spring training so far, Sosa. They've played him out in left field. They've played him out in center. They're trying to see what he can do out there on the field. First pitch he sees is in there for strike 1 at the knees. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-1 is just a bit inside at 96 miles per hour. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. Charge! 1-1. And that pitch is low for ball 2 at 98 miles per hour. Braves and Twins are playing each other today. That game just got started. It's in the top of the first. Marlins and Red Sox are scoreless. And the Twins and the Rays are scoreless as well. Next pitch, and there's a foul ball. Calling it now, JJ, but we will both make it to 10K subs during the season. 5K for opening day, baby. 1 goal at a time. Yeah, 10K. I think that you're right. I know that you're right. Because we're going to do whatever it takes to get there, man. The 2-2 to Sosa in the air, hit out over towards shallow right center field. And on the run in the alleyway to make the grab is Ji-Hwan Bae. And there's a 1-2-3 inning by Jared Jones. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that is all she wrote as we go to the bottom of the first at Lacombe Park. All right, it's time to announce the Pirates starting lineup today. They got a lot of their starters out there, except for Sawinski, O'Neal Cruz, and Andrew McCutchen. But other than that, they got Tommy Pham playing out in left field. Nick Gonzalez is over at shortstop. He will be batting second. Joey Bart is the DH today. He will be batting third. Henry Davis will have the catching opportunities today and will be behind the plate batting fourth. Adam Frazier is back with the Pittsburgh Pirates. 33 years old now. He'll be batting 5th. And then you got Billy Cook over at first base. He'll be batting 6th in the lineup. Joan Bay is playing out in center field. He'll be hitting 7th. Joshua Palacios will be out in right field today, hitting 8th in the lineup. And Alika Williams is batting 9th, and he is playing over at third base. No Cabrian Hayes either. I forgot to mention that. So I guess that they are sort of going half starters, half platoon. So it's Pham, Gonzalez, Bart, Davis, Frazier, Cook, Bay, Palacios, and Williams. And so, for the Philadelphia Phillies, on the mound for them is going to be Christopher Sanchez. Sanchez had a very good first start, and then during the second outing, he struggled a little bit. So hopefully he'll try to get back on track today. Expect him to go 3 innings, and hopefully he does really well. This is another test for Christopher Sanchez because I expect him to have a very good season. I do. I think that he's going to be one of those underrated pitchers or under-the-radar pitchers that could be up there for Cy Young. Larry said yesterday that he got 1 vote for Cy Young last year, which is the best pitcher in baseball. Sanchez last year had 31 starts, a 3.32 ERA, which is really good. 11-9 record. And the first pitch is going to be fouled back or taken for a strike. Second pitch is fouled back over towards the screen. What's up, Elaine? How are you doing? And by the way, guys, please go subscribe to PAS. If you have not done so already, PAS, drop that link down below whenever you get a chance. No rush, obviously. You're working. 0-2. That's inside and low for a ball. Scott's back. What's going on, Scott? How you feeling, man? The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Ew, what a fastball that was by Sanchez. It had a little bit of a dip to it, and that came at 97 miles per hour. Wow. See those chairs and the K's in the chat. Whew. So again, Christopher Sanchez on the mound today for the Phillies. In the top of the first, Rojas struck out looking, Clemens struck out swinging, and Sosa flied out to center. Sanchez with the pitch. He goes with a changeup. It's at 88 miles per hour, and this one's grounded over to shortstop. The throw over to first by Sosa will get Nick Gonzalez out. 2 up, 2 down already. Twins already have bases loaded in the top of the first. And Shane Baz is pitching. And now they're 2-0. He just allowed his third walk. 2 outs, nobody on, and the pitch to Joey Bart. It's a little excuse me swing, but it's a foul ball. The gray Phillies jersey's nice, isn't it? I think it's a cool jersey. Saw Doors was on here earlier. What's going on, Doors? If you're still on here, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Science Project's back. What's going on, dude? How are ya? Y'all put a big smile on my face, man. 0-1, and there's a called strike. I think this is our 11th straight day streaming in a row. Feels weird getting back onto the grind of doing this every day. But it's kind of nice. 0-2 pitch, and there's a changeup that swung on and missed by Joey Bart. And the inning is over. 1 strikeout. 2 strikeouts. And that is going to wrap up the bottom of the first as we go to the top of the second. So Christopher Sanchez mows down the lineup. And we go to the second inning out in Florida. Yeah, Christopher Sanchez is dominating. Good stuff in that first inning. Lots of changeups. That fastball reached 97 on that third strike. Ew. His fastball average velocity last year was at 94.5. In the last outing, in the first outing, it reached up to 98. That's a huge increase. That's like the comparison of when Tyrese Maxey, it's really weird to put it like this, and I usually don't like to interchange sports. That's like when Tyrese Maxey shot 30% from three in college and then made the jump to 43%. That's a huge jump. From 94 to 98 is a pretty big jump. That's like really going from like 30% to like 37, 38, but still, that's a huge jump. So, good for him. Scott's back. All is right with the universe. Yes, sir. Hopefully you're feeling a lot better, man. So we're in the top of the second inning. Stubbs will lead it off. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Again, just looking out for who makes the final roster spots today and who can contribute off the bench. 94 to 98 is a jump of 4. That's a pretty big jump, though. It is. That doesn't usually happen to pitchers. You know what I mean? 1 ball, no strikes to Garrett Stubbs. And the pitch. And there is a ball that's inside and low for ball 2. That's the point, is that for a pitcher, it's like a really big jump. The 2-0 delivery to Stubbs. And it's fouled back over towards the screen. Garrett is hitting 300 during spring training so far. He had a couple of nice swings, including what was an RBI single in his last game. 2-1 pitch. That's just high, not by much, for ball 3. This guy has freakish behavior that he actually went back and he tuned into the whole Phillies game yesterday because he missed it. And he could have watched the highlights. He could have just been like on Twitter and looked at the score himself, but he had to tune in to the whole stream. That, my friends, is what you call true dedication, man. That really is. 3-2 pitch, and it's popped up, hit foul behind the plate. The catcher will give it a look, and it goes behind the screen. That deserves a round of applause. That is dedication. That thing got stuck in the net. Ugh. Remember when Edmundo Sosa's bat last year when he lost it and it got stuck in the net? Well, that just happened with that baseball. 3-2 pitch, good at bat by Stubbs as he takes it down low for ball 4. And that's a good eye. Say what you want about Garrett Stubbs. He's not necessarily like the best contact hitter, but he does fight. Like, he's a pest at the plate. He's not really an easy out when it comes to working up the pitch counts, if you know what I'm saying. Here's Cal Stevenson, who fouls off the first pitch at 96 miles per hour. And he's a good locker room guy. I still would give the nod to Rafael Marchand. But still, just something to note. 0-1 pitch, nets inside for a ball. Guys, we are on the road to 5K for opening day. Meaning 5,000 subscribers. We need 118 more for us to get there by March 27th. 1-1 pitch, and there's a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cal Stevenson. His average in spring training is under 100. The 1-2, and that is slapped foul. Stay dry, John. Stevenson in the box, and the 1-2 delivery And it's just a hair low. Came at 89 miles per hour. See where this pitch was. That's a strike that they're not going to review it. Next pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a miss. And Stevenson does strike out on a changeup that came at 91. So the pitch that was before that was indeed in the zone. They don't have a strike zone when you're watching it on the TV, so it's a little bit harder to tell. And you sort of get a sense of pity for the umpires, in a sense. The pitch, and that's swung on and missed. Otto Kemp is up to bat. A runner on over at first, and there's a line drive base hit down the left field line. It is a fair ball. It's going all the way towards the corner. Stubbs will easily score from first base, and a 1-0 lead on the RBI double to give the Phillies a 1-0 lead by Otto Kemp. Took advantage of a slider that was in there for a strike, and he just ripped that thing out to left. Very good swing. 1-0 Phils with 1 out in the top of the second. And the pitch to Gabriel Rincones, and that thing is fouled off. Gabriel, I saw, was being interviewed yesterday by Luke Arcani. He did a very, very good job. That's so sick that he got him on his show. I got to talk to him. 0-1 pitch to Rincones, and he gets a piece of it and stays alive. Jones had a very good first inning. And then that Garrett Stubbs at bat changed everything. Oh, 2 pitch. Check swing. There's no need to appeal. He went around, and there's 2 away. Looked like he chased after a pitch that spelled nothing but trouble. It was a good pitch, though, not going to lie. And Rincones just saw that thing go down. Thought it was going to flatten out, but it did not. 2 outs via strikeout. And Matt Kroon is coming up. Kroon made an incredible catch. If you didn't see it the other day, go check that highlight. He slammed right into the wall out in center field and was able to take away an extra base hit. Also had a home run the other day and a walk-off hit on Sunday. 0-1 delivery. That's outside for a ball. Continue to like and subscribe, folks. We'll get to see how he does next week during the Prospects game. And the 1-1, and that hits him right square on the belly. Ouch. Imagine if I said, we'll see how he does next week, and then he just is out. I guess we won't see. Yeah, that running catch he made out in center field. Watch that highlight. 2 on, 2 outs, and Rafael Lantigua. We have a trade alert. Scott Lawton is going to the Maple Leafs in the NHL. I didn't mean to play that. I meant to play my new alarm sound effect. Sorry about that. And I don't think it's there. Maybe I have to re-download it. The pitch, swing and a miss, so it's no balls, 2 strikes. Get you more details on the trade in just a little bit. 0-2 pitch. And that's down and away for a ball. So Scott Lawton is going to the Maple Leafs. The pitch. And that is taken inside for a ball, too. So the Flyers have traded Lawton and a 4th round and a 6th round draft pick to Toronto for forward Nikita Grebyankin and a Leafs 2027 first round pick, which is top 10 protected. 2-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 3. Grades on the trade? I mean, it's tough because Lawton really is just one of those guys that I thought really embraced the city. You know? 3-2 pitch, and there's a backdoor slider that's in there for strike 3. But the Phillies are going to challenge this, and that is indeed a strike. And he's out. And that is going to end the inning. So 6 pitches to get Lantigua caught looking on strike 3. Then we go to the 3rd inning. Phillies do get a run on an RBI double by Otto Kemp. So it's a little bit tough. We got 37 people tuning on in. Not all 37 of you have hit that thumbs up button. That indeed is freakish behavior. But what's also freakish behavior is you guys being on here during a work day. But we encourage that. As long as you guys get your stuff done. And if you're having a good time on here, that's cool. I don't want to be the reason why anybody gets fired. He said, quote, "I'm excited for the opportunity and ready to go. To be able to come home, having been a Leafs fan growing up, it's really special." He just told TSN that he hasn't even spoken to his mom yet. I can't get fired. I ain't here, baby. That's the Flyers are still on the hook for 50% of his salary. That I don't know. If you get any confirmation of that, though, let me know. So Scott Lawton is on the move. How do you feel about the trade? I really don't know. I don't know what to say. I like the 2027 first round pick, but they say it's going to be a top 10 pick, which is nice. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch, and there's a called strike. Get that draft capital. Yep. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. And there is a foul ball. If you're tuning in for the first time, where are you tuning in from? Let us know down below. So Christopher Sanchez is on the hill. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. It's 1-0 Phils. And the 1-2 is a changeup. It's down for ball 2. Sanchez pitched really well in the 1st inning. Got up to 97 on his fastball. Also threw a very good changeup. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Another changeup. It looks good to swing at. But Davis decides not to bite. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And it's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow right center field. And getting there is Rinconis as he shies in. and will make the catch. One gone here in the bottom of the second. Sanchez with just 14 pitches in 1 1/3. Throws 97 right down Broadway for strike one to Adam Frazier. Adam, of course, started off his career with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the 0-1, there's a little comebacker that's played on the bounce by Christopher Sanchez. Gets off the mound, heads over to first, and underhand throw is in plenty of time to get Frazier. And 2 up, 2 down. Stepping into the box is Billy Cook. The first pitch he sees is a changeup at 87, and he takes a hack at it and plays whack-a-mole and swings at the air. Already he's 1 for 9 in spring training with 2 runs scored and just 1 total base. The pitch, swing and a miss. But back to Adam Frazier really quickly. Frazier's 33. He started off his career with the Pirates, played with them from 2016 to 2021, and was traded at the deadline to the San Diego Padres. And then in 2022, played for the Mariners, played with the Orioles in 23, and then last year got another playoff appearance with the Kansas City Royals. And now he's back on Pittsburgh. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Phillies lead it 1-0. They got an RBI double from Otto Kemp. Continue to like and subscribe to the channel as well. The 20th pitch of the day by Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Another changeup that goes right towards the knees. And that is going to do it as we wrap up the second inning and go to the third. 1-0 Phils. More K's in the chat. Put 3, baby. 2 and 3. That is awesome. All right. So the other day we were talking about sports broadcasting. We were talking about sporting events and whatnot. And so where is it? Sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted. I'm getting a little distracted. 1 second. So I was looking up, I was told to do some homework the other day. All right, I'm going to go to my monologue screen for a second. Okay. I'm not really into horse racing, to be honest with you. Do I watch the Kentucky Derby? Not really, to be honest. And I probably should. But I was recommended by somebody on chat to watch a race called Secretariat. Okay? Classic race that I didn't know about. Whatever. And I've got to tell you, I've seen Tiger Woods come back at the Masters. I've seen some incredible performances from guys like LeBron James, Max Scherzer, Simone Biles. But that right there, my friends, was really, really awesome to be able to watch that. 1 ball, 1 strike. A tremendous machine. soon as he made that call, I was like, oh my gosh. And I've never seen anything like that. And that record still stands to this day. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. And there's a called strike from Jared Jones. Up to bat now for the Phillies is Yohan Rojas, by the way. But that was awesome. That was really iconic. Just the distance that Secretariat had on racer number 2. It's insane. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And the guy that actually was the PA announcer, his name was Chick Anderson. He died at the age of 47. And that race took place, in 1973. But that call was incredible. And what's funny, as the pitch is fouled away, is that when you were watching the races back then, you didn't have a Jumbotron. You couldn't just watch it or stream it or whatever. All the eyes and all the ears were on Chick. And the call that he had was really iconic. And it sort of just, brought tears to your eyes. It was on CBS Radio too, I believe. I probably listened to that call about 5 times. 1 ball, 1 strike, top of the 3rd, and the pitch is up high for ball 2. That was really, really special. 2-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. I saw Joel Embiid get 70 points, and I thought that was special. And that is special. But this was just incredible. 2-2 pitch, and that is down for ball 3. Three-two delivery on the way. Swing and a miss. And there is a strikeout as Cody Clemens goes down swinging. It told me. Yeah. Go check that out. Secretariat, man. I don't even think you have to be even into horse racing, but you just, when I'm watching these things, I don't spoil myself with what goes on Twitter. I want to actually watch it like I'm watching a sporting event and get to really feel what's going on. Everybody saw Kobe get 81. Well, yeah, ask the people that are on here that are 12, 13 years old. Did they get to see it live? Or get to see the whole game? Probably not. I actually did not get to see Kobe score 81. But there's film on it, yeah. And there's people, obviously, that were around that did get to watch it. But you can't just assume. 2-1. That's down in the way for ball 3. I did get to see Kobe get 81. I watched the replay of that. I didn't get to see it live, though. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And the 3-2 on the way, and that thing is popped up towards the infield. On the run to make the grab out on the infield grass is Adam Frazier, and the side is retired. Time to head to the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies still lead it 1-0. What did Rojas do again? I sort of lost track. I'll figure it out. Sosa popped out. Rojas grounded out to short. Okay. But yeah, that call was great. Chick Anderson. It's too bad that he didn't get to live that long, man. You don't realize this, but like, try watching the thing. The other thing I did last night when I was watching it was I watched it muted, and it still was really cool to be able to watch it with no noise. But I'm sorry, the sounds of the crowd, the outside noise, and the broadcaster himself makes it even 10 times better. Just does. Christopher Sanchez on the hill. And the pitch. And that is taken for a strike. Chick's daughter is a top commenter on one of YouTube's videos. She says she watches to hear her dad's voice. The pitch, ground ball, sliding stop over at shortstop, throw over to first by Sosa, not in time. That was a bang play, though. Edmundo had to go up the middle and slide over towards his left, make a sidearm throw over to first, and Ji-Wan Bae had wheels and was able to beat it out. Bang play. That's the first hit of the day. Sanchez still pitching and showing bunt and dragging it over towards the first base side. Flipping it over to first is Sanchez. What a play. Joshua Palacios was able to trick everybody. He had a drag bunt over down the first base line. Sanchez hustled off the mound, flipped it over towards first base, and gets Palacios out. That was sick. Look at how he went to the ball. He was jogging over towards it. He had to barehand it and make an underhanded throw. It was a little bit high, but excellent job by Otto Kemp over at first base to get all the extension that he could. He had to sort of leap up just a little bit and use his tippy toes to touch the bag. Throw back over to second base, not in time, as Bae does advance over to second. So that'll go down as a sacrifice bunt. But Sanchez's defense was extraordinary there. Tying runs at second, bottom of the third, 1-0 Phils. Alika Williams in the box, and he swings and misses at a changeup that made him look foolish. No balls, 1 strike. Sanchez stares back at second, now back at the plate, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. It's currently 75 degrees at Illicom Park. Lots of clouds in the sky. They're like angels in the outfield clouds. A lot of them. But they're friendly. 0-2, it's down for a ball. Throw over the third base by Rafael Marchand. That was a bang play, but he is safe. Ji-Wan Bae. Or sorry, that was Garrett Stubbs who made the throw over to third. And Ji-Hwan Bae got a good jump there. Still a good try. Just got his right hand in there safely. Had the mid on. And Stubbs thought he had him. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And there's 2 gone on another changeup thrown by Sanchez. You saw the knuckle curve yesterday from Aaronola. That was his pitch. The changeup has been Christopher Sanchez's pitch, and that's the 4th K. 4 strikeouts in the chat. Let's see 4 Ks. Come on. And now it's Tommy Pham who steps into the box. Former Chicago White Sox, former St. Louis Cardinal, and a San Diego Padre as well. And Kansas City Royal. Did I get all the teams? I missed Cincinnati, New York, Arizona, and Tampa Bay. It's pretty close. 1-0 pitch to Tommy Pham, and it's fouled back over towards the screen. You know that Tommy's now 36 years old? I feel so old. He came in the league in 2014. I remember when it was him and Randall Grichuk. Jeez, we got 50 people tuning on in. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming on here. The 1-1, that's down for ball 2. So there's a runner on over at third, in the bottom of the third. Pirates are up to bat. Sanchez is on the hill. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Phillies lead it 1-0. And the pitch is a changeup that catches the inner plaque of the plate at the kneecaps for strike 2. A picture-perfect pitch. The windup and the next pitch. And there's a changeup that's in the dirt. Check swing. He did not go. Yeah, I said I'm planning to do that on Tuesday. I don't know if you were here to. I don't know if you heard that the other day. But yeah, I'm doing it on Tuesday. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch on the way. And there's a chopper hit over towards second base. And the sidearm throw to first is in plenty of time. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And we've played 3. And head to the 4th frame. All right, folks. We have 48 people tuning on in. Half of you have not hit the thumbs up button. Half of you have not subscribed to the channel. While we are in this timeout, take this time, if you can, to just hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button. I'm on the way to 5,000 subscribers, man, before opening day. 5K for opening day is what I'm calling it. We got 20 more days to get to 118 more subscribers to this channel. And I'm going to work tirelessly to get there. We're going to do more and more games. We've been streaming now. How many days has this been? This is our 11th day, or our 9th day streaming in a row. So we're getting back on the bike. So, it's good stuff. Let's take a sip of this. Whew. I wish that we could get like pumped in crowd noise and not have it be like, you know, scripted or like whatever, but if it was just like actual live sound. You know? Pitch to Stubbs, and there's a foul ball. I feel like for you guys that are on here, right, you guys get like an extra outlet, which is really cool because some people can't afford radio. Some people can't afford TV and cable and whatnot, and other people that like to have this luxury, they're able to audio sync it to the TV, which is cool. But I feel like that you guys are missing that. You're missing the sounds. And I wish I could find a way to do that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Garrett Stubbs is in the box. 62 total pitches for Jones. That's Jared Jones. And the 1-2 delivery barely misses inside. Lawrence Butler just agreed to a 7-year, $65.5 million extension for the A's. The team has a club option for him in 2032. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a very good deal. He has a lot of potential. He hit 3 homers on us last year in 1 game. And he has pop in the bat. I don't know how they got him for that cheap. That's like $9 million AAV. Next pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch. And that is outside for ball 3. Jared Jones still on the mound. 65 pitches for him. 1-0 Phillies. He only surrendered the RBI double to Otto Kemp. And the 3-2 to Stubbs. And he fouls it away. See, this is what I'm talking about. I mentioned this during the last at-bat. That Stubbs, he might not be the best hitter, but he puts up long at-bats. And he's not going to hit power. It's not just who he is. But he's a pest. The count is 3-2. And the payoff pitch coming from Jones. That is grounded over towards the first base side. It is a fair ball. And Garrett Stubbs, rounding first, will go over to second base. And that's the second time today that he has reached base safely. Wow. Did a good job at just getting it off the end of the bat and pulling it over towards that first base line. It actually hit the bag first. And a leadoff double. And we are going to have a pitching change. And that's going to be it for Jared Jones today. So, 1-0 Phils, and a new pitcher coming on in. We'll get you a name tag in just a few moments. So, Blake, Derek Shelton. I was not going to look it up. I wanted to make sure that I tested my memory from last year from looking at the managers. Derek Shelton, it has to be, is going to make a move. I watched Jared Jones against the Rays. I can't remember who took the ball to the head in that game. Yeah, I didn't get to watch that. But he pitched. He had a very good first inning. He struck out Rojas looking. And that fastball reached up to 98, 99. Also struck out Clemens and then got Sosa to fly out. And then it was the second inning where he had to face 6 batters. He did strike out the side, but Stubbs worked up a full count, got on with a walk, and Otto Kemp hit one down the line to get an RBI double. He also hit Matt Kroon. But in between all 3 of those batters, struck out Cal Stevenson, struck out Gabriel Rincones on some nasty off-speed pitches. And then pitched a good third inning. So, overall, I'd say he looked pretty good today. I do. But also, to be fair, the Phillies have been struggling. I still thought that some of his pitches were not, like, way out of the zone, that the Phillies were just giving him easy outs or easy swings and misses, if that makes sense. Yohan Ramirez is going to pitch. Last year, he went 45 innings, had a 6.20 ERA, 45 strikeouts, and 17 walks allowed. And the first pitch that he throws is inside and low for a ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Hit that thumbs up button. And subscribe to the channel. 1-0 Phils, top of the fourth. Cal Stevenson in the box, hitting on the left side, and he swings at the next pitch. It was sort of a check swing, but he went around. One ball, one strike, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The windup and the pitch. That misses in and low. Cal struck out in the second. Just hitting .056 in spring training so far. Today, Cal is playing out in center. Stubbs is at second. The 2-1 delivery. So they show the home plate view. That's outside for ball 3. Cal played for the University of Nevada and was named 2015 Mountain West Co-Freshman of the Year. The pitch. That's taken on the outside corner for strike 2. Blue Jays selected Cal as a 10th round pick of the 2018 MLB draft. He's now 28 years young. 3-2 pitch, and he gets a piece of it, and will stay alive. Take a look at the 2025 Grapefruit League standings. The Atlanta Braves are 6-3. They have the highest win percentage. Toronto is 7-4. And right behind them are the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are 8-5. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Cal Stevenson strikes out on a pitch that was looked like it was a backdoor changeup. Regardless, all-speed pitch. And Cal cannot catch up to it. And there's one away. It was a long at-bat, though. And Matt Kroon, for the second time today, gets hit. Come on, man. Stop hitting our guys. Stop hitting our guys, man. It was actually Otto Kemp who got hit there. But still. Now it's Gabriel Rincones who's up to bat. 2 runners on in the top of the fourth with 1 out. Kroon is in the hole. Well, now Kroon's on deck. And the pitch that Rincones takes is off the plate for a ball. Stubbs still remains at second. Kemp is at first. And Rincones, the big power hitter, hitting on the left side, takes the next pitch inside for ball 2. And the throw back to second base. And Stubbs dives back in there safely. It was a good throw by Henry Davis. Stubbs was dancing way off the bag. Gonzalez had to go cover second base. He was the shortstop. Second baseman was playing the hitter to pull towards that right side. 2 balls, no strikes to Rincones. He's not giving him anything to hit here. And the pitch, ground ball hit over to second base. This should be 2. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first in time. They call it a 4-6-3 double play. So that's second base to shortstop to first. And the inning is over. So Rincones grounds into a double play to end the fourth. The top of the fourth, that is. Then we go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 still Philadelphia. So yeah, John, as I looked at the replay of last night's game, and this is a good reminder for all of you guys, I keep score, right? And I keep score my own way. But every single number, every single fielder that's out there on the diamond has its own number. So you got the pitcher who's on the mound, the catcher who's behind home plate, then the 4 infielders and the 3 outfielders. So the pitcher is always number 1. The catcher is always number 2. The first baseman's 3, second baseman's 4, third base is 5, shortstop is 6, left fielder, center fielder, and right fielder, in that order, are 7, 8, and 9. So let's say I'm up to bat. Let's say I fly out to center field. That would go down as F8, meaning that you fly it out to center. If you pop out to shortstop, P6. 6 is shortstop. If you ground into a 4-6-3 double play, that means that the second baseman flips it over to shortstop to get the first out. And then the shortstop throws it over to first base to get the second out. Second base to shortstop, 4-6. And shortstop to first base, 6-3. But no, I'm being serious. I saw that you legitimately asked yesterday what that means, and guess what? We have viewers on here that I want them to get into baseball, and they don't know these things. Even if it doesn't make sense, I still wanted to explain it. Nick Gonzalez is up to bat. We're in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch, swung on and missed. And the next pitch, that swung on and missed as well. Christopher Sanchez, 35 pitches. He's going 4 innings. It's all about the pitch count, man. Haven't gotten one subscriber today. Come on, man. Let's go. 0-2 pitch. And there is a little chopper hit over towards shortstop. Going to be a tough play for Edmundo Sosa. Throw over to first. And it's not in time. It actually popped out of the glove of the first baseman, Billy Otto Kemp. That thing was a high bounce and not an easy play, too, because Sosa had to call off the second baseman, Rafael Antigua, and they had to communicate. They almost collided as soon as they got over to the ball, and Sosa threw it as quickly as he possibly could over to first. And Rob Thompson is going to pull the plug. That's going to be it for him. So Gonzalez gets on with an infield single. It's the second infield single that Sanchez allowed today, and his day is done. Joey Bart will come up to bat, and we have a pitch and change. I really do appreciate that. No, I got you, man. There's other people that are, curious about that type of a thing. So I wanted to make sure that I explained that. I sometimes go back to the streams and I replay certain things because, especially for baseball, you're on here every single day. And when you're talking to people on a platform, it's one thing to listen to myself, and I do that. I do it to an extent. Other people don't like to do it, and I understand why. But I think that when you're doing it for baseball, it's really important because, A, you can look up and you can figure out what happened the night before as far as the action goes, or whatever. And you can sort of remember oh yeah, this happened during the first inning and this was how the out was recorded. But it also, sometimes I say that I'm going to do things because somebody in chat says something. And sometimes there's things I miss from chat that were like really valuable. So I like to go back and I like to sort of learn from things that I missed. And I think that that's kind of cool. Because again, baseball's every day and you get a very consistent audience. And so it's like, well, that's what I did with Secretariat, you know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that I was consistent on that because if I wasn't, guess what? Did you get to watch Secretariat yet? No. I didn't watch Secretariat. I forgot. It makes me look like I'm not genuine. Tyler Phillips is going to pitch to Joey Bart. And the pitch that he takes is way inside. Whew. 1-0 pitch. That thing is hit out over towards center field, and on the run to make the catch and getting on one knee is Cal Stevenson. We saw a play where Matt Kroon the other day also thought about diving and didn't know whether or not he should dive or slide, but he just got on one knee and he still made the catch. That was the same thing that happened here with Cal Stevenson. Had the glove open and makes a nice play, and Joey Bart gets robbed on a hit. One away in the bottom of the fourth. Phillips comes set, throws it at 93, and it's down for a ball. I got you, Lena. No problem. 1-0 pitch. That's taken down for a ball. So, yeah, if you line out to third, they call that L5 if you're keeping score. It's actually fun keeping score. I like doing it. 2-0 pitch, and Davis swings and misses. Now, what some people do, and for spring training, it's really hard because you have a lot of players. It's like looking at a football roster because there's so many substitutions that go on, and it mixes up the batting order and whatnot. So I tend to get a little bit lazy with it, I'm not going to lie. As the 2-1 from Phillips is chopped foul. But the one thing that I was losing my train of thought. Darn it. I lost my train of thought. It'll come back. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, like, when you're keeping scores, some people, like, move the runners over. So, like, if they're at first, they highlight first base. And then if they go to second, they, like, sort of do, like, dotted lines that the runner was at second and whatnot and was out at second. Like, I'm not that specific. And I don't keep track of pitches. Sometimes I write them down in notes. But there are people who, like, actually keep score like it's the Bible. 3-2 pitch. There's a line drive foul ball towards the third base side. There's a stadium called Hohokam Stadium. That's where the Oakland Athletics are playing in the Cactus League. Hohokam. Try saying that a couple of times. 3-2 pitch. That misses inside for ball 4. And Tyler Phillips in a jam. Not really a surprise to me. Tyler's 27 from Lumberton, New Jersey. Has not had a good spring training so far. But another opportunity for him. Can't blame Rob. And that'll bring up Adam Frazier. That was weird. 2 runners on, 1 out, the pitch. And there's a foul ball. Hit over towards the first base side and out of play. The over-under for today's game, according to ESPN Bet, You would think it's going to be at 20 or 19.5. It's only at 7.5. The pitch, and there's a called strike. No balls and 2 strikes, to Adam Frazier. Hoboken, not Ho-Hocus, it's Hoboken, New Jersey. The pitch, ground ball, hit over towards center field, and that is going to tie the game. It's an RBI single by Adam Frazier, and runners are now at the corners, and Tyler Phillips throws a pitch right down the middle, and Adam Frazier doesn't even have to do too much on it, and is able to get home a run. My nephew Trent Farquhar's the best. Wait, Carlson, is that actually your nephew, man? Because some people joke about these things. Now it's Cook, Billy Cook, who comes up to bat. That is your nephew. That's really sick. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. Hit back over towards the screen. Carlson Digital Media, what's going on, man? Let me check you out, dude. Let's be at this site. Pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop to flip over the second. There's one. The throw to first. In time for a 6-4-3 double play. And the inning is over. However, the Pirates, they tie this baby up at 1 apiece. And we go to the 5th. It's 1-1 at Lecom Park. No, Hoboken's a different town. Wait, Ho-Hocus? But Hoboken is still Jersey, correct? It is. Yeah, it's still New Jersey. Ho-Hocus. It's Ho-Ho-Kus. That's up in Bergen County. Interesting. It could take me like 2 hours to drive there, but I could fly there for 4 hours and 18 minutes. Thanks, Google. We love you. They don't even say like what airline or what airport. That's funny. We got 53 people tuning on, then only 29 likes. He's actually my great nephew. You're a Michigan boy. What's going on, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Guys, we go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We've been doing this for now, 3 years? It's been so much fun. Today we're like a little bit more laid back. We're still chilling, like we're still talking, but I don't know. The energy is pretty, it's not too high, it's not too low. It's pretty good. It's pretty good today. I think I need to sip on some more coffee. Dennis Santana is going to pitch. And now Matt Kroon is coming up to bat. And the pitch that he sees is in there for a strike. Remember Danny Santana? Just remember that name. 0-1, swing and a miss. What is Danny Santana up to nowadays? I remember he was on the Twins. Danny Santana. What does he do in the league now? He's 34. He's actually younger than I thought. 0-2 delivery, and that is swung on and missed. Hannah Mears, do I know that name? Is she from Philly? She's the sideline reporter for the Pittsburgh, for Sportsnet for Pittsburgh. Huh. So Matt Kroon is down on strikes, and Rafael Antiqua's coming up to bat. Danny Santana actually still plays in the Mexican League. Played for the Braves, the Rangers, the Red Sox, and, of course, 6 years with the Twins. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. Non-subscribers. Well, let's just say that they should be subscribers real quick. Can they just, call them on the YouTube followers? Two balls, one strike. One out, top of the fifth. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The pitch on the way. And there's strike 2. Matt Capps, he's in the booth. I remember facing Matt Capps. Now he's a commentator for Pittsburgh, huh? Two pitch. That's down for a ball. That one game I will never forget was when Capps came in the top of the 9th inning. Phillies got the lead somehow. He blew a save. And then I forget who pitched for us, but he allowed a walk-off home run to Andrew McCutchen. I was so annoyed because we finally got to Matt Capps. And it was like, all that for what? The pitch. Line drive caught at second base. And there's 2 gone. And Antigua's out. Comes Yohan Rojas, who stares at a slider that's at the knees for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. There's a foul ball back over towards the screen. And the count is now 0-2. Oh, William has been a subscriber for a while. You can be nice to William. He's been on here. He's been an early subscriber on here too, man. 0-2. There's a foul ball. Hit back by Rojas. I'm thinking of all the Santanas that have played in Major League Baseball. You got Irvin Santana. You got Carlos Santana. Another rocker, Larry. You got Yohan Santana. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Rojas. Ground ball rolled over to shortstop. And the throw over to first is in time. And the inning is over as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-1 out of Lacombe Park. And the inning is over. Any more Santana players that you can think of? So that's a Danny Carlos, Irvin Santana. Danny Carlos, Irvin Santana. Who was the other Santana I said? Carlos Santana. Danny Santana. I said somebody else. Darn it. Danny, Irvin, Carlos, and somebody else. Got you on the light, JJ. Let's go. And whoever just subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Who was the other Santana I just said? God darn it. Irvin, Danny. This Santana, that's pitching. I guess we could just look up baseball names. Yohan, thank you. Domingo Santana. Forgot about that guy. Dennis Santana. Dennis is in the minors, right? I guess that's all the Santanas I can think of. Yeah, Domingo Santana. I forgot all about Domingo Santana. What's he up to now? Didn't he play for the Phillies? He's also playing in Tokyo. We might. I wonder if are we gonna see him in the Tokyo series? Like just there. I played for the Astros, the Brewers, the Mariners, and the Indians. I remember he was on the Brewers. Yeah, Carlos. I did pretty good. I got to give myself credit. I did pretty good there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. I remember using Irvin Santana before they had MLB 2K, they had this show called The Bigs. They had this Wii game called The Bigs. And I remember using him. He was like one of my favorite players to use. I don't remember why. 1-2 pitch. And there's a foul ball. So we're in the bottom of the 5th. Tyler Phillips is still pitching for the Phillies. He came on in relief for Christopher Sanchez. Almost said Christopher Santana. 1-2 pitch, and there's a foul ball. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icons. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Sanchez went 3 innings. He had 4 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, and 1 earned run. 1-2 pitch, and that is skied out towards shallow left field. And who's going to get it? Nobody will. It was just a matter of where the ball was going to land between Cody Clemens, Edmundo Sosa, and the left fielder for the Phillies. That was Matt Kroon, and they just lost the ball in the sunshine. Sosa did get over to it as he played it on a bounce, but they lost track of the ball, and that's going to go down as a single. It's one of those plays that it's not as easy as it looks. You're looking up for the ball, even if you're wearing the sunglasses as the pitch is taken down low. You got to communicate, and then you just got to judge like where the ball is going to land. So that'll go down as a bloop single. And the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Can somebody explain this to me? Okay, I have a pet peeve. You ready for this? I have a pet peeve. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Okay. So hear me out. Right, you have an infield single, which is easy to score. Right, you have a 2-run homer, 3-run homer, solo homer, grand slam, like all that stuff. You could score pop-ups. Why isn't there like a thing for bloop single? One ball, 2 strikes in the pitch, and that's taken down, and it actually gets away from Garrett Stubbs. The runner was going over to second base anyways, and then just didn't realize, Ji-Hwan Bae, that the ball got by Garrett Stubbs, and he probably could have went over to third. But how come there's like no scoring for bloop single? They do it for infield single, they do it for like whatever. I mean, they don't do opposite field single, but like, I'm just curious. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's down for ball 3. I don't know. Does that bother anybody else? Is that just me? 3 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch to Joshua Palacios is down in the way for ball 4. And Tyler Phillips in another pickle. And Alika Williams is up to bat. So nobody out. 2 base runners. Thanks to a bloop single that we still can't figure out why there isn't a way to score that. And a walk to Joshua Palacios. The pitch. That's taken down for a ball. One ball, no strikes. If you are tuning on in, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. Pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Foul ball. That fan is happy that he caught that thing and he has to show off. Saying, I got a foul ball in spring training. It's pretty cool. Hey, Mom, look what I got. 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's a cool souvenir, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th. No outs. And the 1-2 delivery. That's down for ball 2. So nobody wants to address my little pet peeve as to why you can't score a bloop single. Like, why isn't that a thing? 2-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over to second base. The flip over to shortstop. There's 1. The throw to first. Not in time. So that's just going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice. And that'll put runners at the corners as Ji-Hwan Bae advances over to third. Pirates and Phillies knotted up at 1 apiece. Runners at the corners, bottom of the 5th. And 1 out. And Phillips calls for time very quickly. I was debating whether or not to go to the iPad today to watch the game. And I was like, oh, wait, it says that it's on MLB Network. Great. The pitch. There's a strike to Tommy Pham, who struck out, and he also grounded out today. Runners at first and third. And the 0-1 pitch. It is skied behind home plate. Stubbs, does he have enough room? He does not. Goes right behind the net. 51 people tuning on in. Hit that thumbs up button in case you are just coming in for the first time. We need 17 more subs, man, until we get to 4,900. They're doing this thing called MLB, on MLB Tonight, called 30 Clubs in 15 Days. Wonder how that works. What, they do like double headers? It's pretty sick. The pitch. That's taken down for a ball. It's 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th, folks. There's 1 out, and runners over at first and third. Tyler Phillips has 34 pitches in this game. He came on in relief for Christopher Sanchez. He pitched really well. 1-2 pitch. And he throws an 85-mile-per-hour pitch that's way outside and down. Phillies got their run in the top of the second on an RBI double by Otto Kemp, which would score Garrett Stubbs. And then the Pirates responded in the bottom of the fourth with an RBI single by Adam Frazier. And that ended up scoring Nick Gonzalez. The pitch. That's down and away for ball 3. Whoever just subscribed, thank you. The payoff pitch, and that is downstairs, and it'll load the bases with 1 out. It's getting a little bit dicey here. A single to Bay, a walk to Palacios, and Alika Williams lined out, I believe, and Tommy Pham gets on with a walk. And that is going to be it for Tyler Phillips today. All right. So we got a pitch and change. And the Phillies will be right back in just a little bit. So Larry says, going back to this whole thing that annoys me about the bloop single. He doesn't provide a response, but he says it like this. How about when 2 outfielders look at each other and let a pop-up fall untouched? Score sheet just shows double. Well, what if it's a single? It's the same thing. Yeah. You could probably add more markers to score sheets to identify hard or soft hits. But Larry, I want exit velos. I want, like when the pitcher is on the mound. Like I want the speed of the pitches. I want to write all that stuff down in my scorebook now. I want whiff rate. At that point, I guess I could just Google things. Maybe that's a little bit too extreme. I probably have problems if I do that. I already have problems by covering all these games. Why not make it more problems? But no, I get like what you're saying. I do. But then you just go down these rabbit holes, and that's like my point. So it's just interesting. Denver, he's been great. What are you talking about? His bases loaded, 1 out. That's what you want. He's pitching great. He had a great day today. We're in the bottom of the 5th. The good news, I feel like I always say this when there's bases loaded. The good news is that if the ball's hit into the infield, any out is possible. The pitch. And there's a called strike. We have a new pitcher for the Phillies. It's not Bryce Harper. It's Daniel Harper, who's 25 years old. Pitch was being challenged to see if it was a strike or not. And it was a strike to Nick Gonzalez. 0-1. And that's upstairs and inside as well. Phillips is entering the I once played in the majors phase of his life. 1-1 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. Daniel Harper, 25 years old, from Merriam. Is that Kansas? Yeah, it's Kansas. What am I doing? KS, abbreviation is Kansas. 1-2 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards shortstop, the flip over the second, there's 1. The throw to first, safe is the call. And that'll bring in a run for Pittsburgh. A 6-4 fielder's choice. Runners still at the corners, but Pittsburgh does take the lead. They have a 2-1 advantage. Sosa actually played it on a bounce, and then he went flopping down. I think he sort of lost his balance. He made a throw over to first. Continue to like and subscribe, baby. Let's go. The pitch on the way, and that is inside and high for a ball. It's Joey Bart who's up to bat. 0 for 2. He struck out and also lined out. The windup in the pitch. Foul ball. Hit back over towards the screen. Tonight, the Orioles will be playing against the Tigers. That game will be on MLB Network. Time called. Harper still in the jam. That run does not get charged to him. One ball and one strike. The pitch, and that's inside. It's at 97. Two balls, one strike. And the pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit, and this will get another run home for Pittsburgh as they add on to their lead. It's 3-1. It was played on a bounce by Kroon out in left. And an RBI single by Joey Bart, who hit the ball sharply his last time up and got some redemption. Pitch was left out, right down the middle. Can't do that. Daniel Harper comes set and fires. And that is swung on and missed at 96. The ball is one strike to Henry Davis and the pitch. And that almost got by Stubbs. He had to backhand it. It was pretty far outside, so he had to lean over and put the glove on it. 1-1 pitch, and that one is going to bounce by Stubbs. He actually got it to be out in front of him. It was a little bit further out, but the runner from second does go over to third, and they're going to call that a wild pitch. Stubbs sort of lost it for a second. It ended up getting off of the heel of his glove. He tried to backhand it, and then had to get into a standing position. Lost the ball for just 1 second, and then decided not to throw it even over to third base. 2 balls, 1 strike, 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Davis in the box, Harper on the mound. That's Daniel Harper, and the 2-1 delivery. And there's a strike at 96 at the knees. And it looks like Pittsburgh is going to challenge this. That's low. It is certainly low. It's about an inch. They say an inch and a half off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike, and time called by Henry Davis. Phillies still have 2 challenges remaining with the ABS system, and the Pirates have 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Sky high. Stevenson tries to shield it with his glove. And he's there to make the grab. Didn't have to move, but he put the glove over his hat to try to see where the ball was going to land because of how bright it was. And finally was there to track it down and make the grab for out number 3. The Pirates, they tack on 2 more runs. And we head to the top of the 6th. It is 3-1. Pittsburgh. All right, chat. We got 51 people tuning on in. Now is the time to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, man. Now is the time to do that. It is 2:41 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. I need bold predictions this year in the chat. Okay, we're gonna go to the main screen right now. Okay? Hi, everybody. Hello. How are you all doing? I need bold predictions this year for Major League Baseball. Give me a bold prediction this year. Okay? It doesn't have to be for the Phillies. And in fact, I don't want it to be about the Phillies. I want it to be about the league or any other team. I want you to give me a bold prediction on what is going to happen in baseball this year. Something. Anything. But it has to be like an actual prediction. Like, you know, I think this year, like, I have a bold prediction that Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to hit 3 grand slams at the very least this year. 3 grand slams. I think that that's going to happen. I just have a gut feeling. I don't know why, but that's a bold prediction that I have this year. It could be anything. So give me some bold predictions down below in the chat. Science Project says that the Dodgers are going to get over 110 wins. I'll count that as a bold prediction because it's hard to get over 110. It's not easy to do that. Even with the talent that they have, you got to manage the egos. So I'll count that as a bold prediction. 1 ball, no strikes, and Larry adds on and a first-round exit. That's funny. The pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball, so Cody Clemens is up to bat. So give me more bold predictions of what you think is going to happen in Major League Baseball this year. I really do think that Acuna is going to hit 3 grand slams. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Cody Clemens. Fly ball, hit out to right field, and that one is crushed. Well, maybe Cody Clemens will get 20 homers this year. There's a bold prediction, but he leaves the yard. Let's go. I'll take that. Let's go, Cody. All right. So it's 3-2. Philly's going to run back. Edmundo Sosa's in the box. First pitch he sees is taken for a ball. Clemens just yanked that thing out of here. The 1-0 pitch to Edmundo Sosa. Is that Tanner Rainey pitching? It is. And he pops this one over towards the right field side. And Palacios gets under it. He'll make the catch. Nice. And there's one away. Tanner Rainey is a major league pitcher, so I'll take that as a positive. Clemens actually, I know that he struck out twice today, but I've been pretty impressed with his spring training so far. That homer that he hit off of, who was it, Max Scherzer the other day, who was pitching really well. You know, those are good things. Like, he went the opposite way. So, I like Cody Clemens. I don't think he gets enough appreciation. Royals are going to win it all, says Keldrick Stevens. That's his bold prediction this year. Give me more. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, and that is high and away for ball 2. I'll tell you this. Bobby Witt Jr., MVP. Bold prediction. Right there. 2-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. Look out for Bobby Witt Jr. this year. He's going to win MVP. I have a gut feeling. 3 balls, no strikes to Garrett Stubbs. And the next pitch, that barely misses inside. And for the 3rd time today, Garrett Stubbs has gotten on base. Larry says that the White Sox will win 30-plus games this year. Of course, you had to pull that off. That's very, very bold, Larry. That's so bold. All jokes. The pitch, and there's a called strike. PJ's here. What's going on, PJ? How are you, my friend? We got 58 people tuning in, 37 likes. 21 of you have not hit that thumbs up button, man. No balls, 1 strike to Cal. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. They'll wind up in the pitch to Stevenson, and he looks at a pitch that's right down the pike. And he just watches it go by. The Rays were down 8-1. And now it's an 8-5 game. They're playing against Minnesota. The tying run is up to bat. 0-2 pitch. And that is popped up, but it goes out of play towards third base. PJ, happy to have you on here, man. Any more bold predictions? So I said Bobby Witt Jr. will win MVP. Acuna's going to hit 3 grand slams. No balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. And I mean badly. He was certainly fooled. Looked like it was a changeup that was down the middle. He was thinking fastball all the way. Who do I think will get a no-hitter this year? So now I got to go with a hot take. The pitch. And there's one that's down for a ball. It would be really nice if Max Scherzer had a no-hitter this year. At the age of 40 years old, come on. Like, that would be storybook. 1-0 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. As to Matt Kroon. But who do I think will get a no-hitter this year? Interesting one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 6th. 2 outs. The pitch on the way, and that is taken right at the kneecaps for strike 2. Bold prediction, the Mets will miss the playoffs this year, says Bilbo. Now that, my friend, is a very bold prediction. That is a bold prediction. But who do I think will get a no-hitter this year? One ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's a strike called. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think Paul Skeens will get a no-hitter this year. I do. 2-2. That's down in the way for ball 3. But an unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion. Here's one. Get ready for this. Eric Fetty. Eric Fetty. I'll say that right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. Phillies do get a run back. Otto Kemp does strike out, but Cody Clemens goes yard. And the Phillies down by 1 as they head to the bottom of the 6th. There will be at least 3 no-hitters this year. Larry says Paul Skeens will be one of them. I'm going to go with Eric Fetty as a wild card. There has to be somebody that's just like you wouldn't think that would get a no-hitter. Maybe it's Steven Matz. I can't believe Steven Matz is still in the league. Watch Tyler Naquin become a starter for Cleveland. You know, they had him as an outfielder before. They bring him back as a pitcher. Watch him get a no-hitter. That would also be storybook, not going to lie. That'd be weird. I don't know. Who do you think is going to get a no-hitter this year? A serious candidate is Paul Skeens for sure. Christopher Sanchez could do it because he doesn't really throw a lot of pitches. Like, that's the other thing you have to think about is you have to – the pitch count has to be low, right? And Christopher Sanchez, I think, tends to go deep because he has lower pitch counts. Some pitchers, not so much. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates lead it 3-2. Rays left the bases loaded. And they're going to the top of the 6th as well. Kyle Tyler's going to pitch. Last year he had a 5.4 ERA and 31 2/3 of an inning. He struck out 25 batters, gave up 4 homers. He did start 7 games. I believe it was for Double-A. Don't quote me on that. I think he played for Reading. The pitch, and there's a called strike at the knees. The ball is 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. Foul ball. It's Nick Solak who's going to hit. Has a 400 average in 8 games of spring training. 1 long ball, 4 RBI. The pitch. Down and away. He was in Triple-A last year, excuse me. It was not Double-A. The pitch on the way. That is taken down low for a ball again. With the Lehigh Valley last year, he actually went 1-2. He was traded. He was on Jacksonville before that. I think that's the Tampa Bay Rays' Triple-A team, right? Somebody correct me in the chat. Hit a 5.82 ERA. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. Guardians will finish the season below 500. I think so too. And I know that their pitching is still really good. But them losing Josh Naylor was big. It wasn't just Josh Naylor. 3-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Rincones has the sunglasses on his baseball cap and drips back shy of the track and will make the grab. And I still like Steven Kwan. I still like Jose Ramirez. Still like Lane Thomas. I still have Clase. I still have Sewald and Gaddis. Like, their bullpen's still nasty. I just have a feeling that they're not going to make it. 0-1. That's inside for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch looked pretty good there. We've been live for 2 hours. About 2 hours. Hit that thumbs up button, man. The next pitch on the way, and there's another foul ball. Pirates lead 3-2. Against the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies got an RBI double from Otto Kemp back in the 2nd. And then Cody Clemens hit a rocket out to right field. It was a solo home run. 1-2, and that's down and in. The Pirates They got 3 runs after Christopher Sanchez pitched. So when he was out of the game, Adam Frazier had an RBI single. Joey Bart had an RBI single. And there was an RBI ground out as well. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Another strikeout. See those K's in the chat. We'll have a post-game show after this, so we'll talk more about the Phillies and some takeaways from today. There are some. There definitely are some. Astros will cheat. There's those K's. Scott gets it. Scott has the spirit. That's what I'm talking about. 0-1. Fly ball hit over towards center field. Stevenson shields it with his glove. He loses it in the lights. Can't make the grab. It ends up going out in front of him. He panicked a little bit. And there is a 2-out double. It is sunny out there. And again, like when you're looking at the glare of the sun, it's really not an easy thing. And he sort of was just praying that it didn't even hit him. And he was looking directly at the sun. And I know that because they showed an outdoor picture of where the sun was just a few seconds ago. We're still on these bold predictions. I forgot that that's what we're still on. The pitch, and there's a called strike to Joshua Palacios. Palacios has yellow sunglasses on. Definitely goes with the fit. The pitch on the way, and there is a pitch that's taken inside. It was in the dirt. Stubbs was able to make a good stop and checked the runner at second, but he retreated back to the bag. The Cubs, I know it's, again, spring training, but they had a big winning streak to start off spring training, and now they're 9-3. 1-1 pitch. That is down and towards the dirt for ball 2. Cubs, when they started things off, they were 6-0. Then they tied 3 games in a row. I don't know the last time that happened. Then they won 2 games, and they've lost 3 out of their last 4. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Palacios goes over to first in the drop, strike 3. Throw over to first, though. We'll get him out. And the inning is over. Good pitching for Tyler. And we have played 6 innings and head to the top of the 7th. It is 3-2 Pittsburgh. $65 people tuning on in and only 38 likes. Let's go, man. Come on. Mods, you know what to do. Do that thing, man. If you're just chatting in the chat and you're a mod, please make sure that you remind people to like and subscribe to the channel. Tell us about our 5K for opening day goal. I don't want to be the only one that says it. So I would appreciate that. Red Sox have a 12-2 lead. In case you are wondering, like I am, the Sixers, they don't play tonight, but their odds did not go up last night because the teams that they needed to lose won. The teams that they needed to win lost. Tonight, though, the Raptors take on the Jazz. And I think we play the Jazz next. So we have to lose to Utah. That's on Sunday? Yeah. So if the Jazz honestly could win tonight against Toronto, I know that Toronto's just a little bit ahead of us, but we play Toronto really soon. Whoever loses tonight in that game, it's going to be interesting, for sure. That's like the only game that really does matter. Here comes Gabriel Rincones to the box, and he swings and misses at a pitch that was right down the middle. Keep hitting that thumbs up button and subscribe. We need 16 more for us to get to 4,900, man. We're on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles. We do traditional play-by-play on this channel as the pitch is taken downstairs. It's a 1-1 count. The next pitch, and that is hammered up the middle for a base hit. And Rincones able to get on with a single to start things off in the top of the 7th with a bang. Took what he could right down the middle. Took advantage of a mistake made by Fulmer. And that's all that you can ask for, as Gabriel Rincones just continues to hit for the Philadelphia Phillies. And Kroon is up to bat now. And the pitch that he sees is way outside. Whoever just subbed, thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Coming to you down below. Rincones has a leadoff over at first. The throwback not in time. It's DJ Stewart who comes on in to play first base. They're doing a lot of interviews on Sportsnet Pittsburgh today. 1-0 delivery. That's upstairs. And the count is 2-0. 3-2 Pittsburgh. Fulmer on the hill for Pittsburgh. Get you more info about him in just a few moments. And the 2-0 pitch popped up and skied out towards left center field. Who's going to get it? Nobody will. It drops in for a base hit. Stopping at second is Rincones. And more problems with the sun continue out in Florida. And that's one way to get on base. Well, the shortstop was turning over. He had his, was trying to make an over-the-shoulder play. He had to turn his back away, and he tried to run after it, and he actually overran the route. He did. So Fulmer's still pitching. It was a 2-0 count, too, to Kroon. But yet he got on base, and that's what matters the most. Carson Fulmer, 31 years old, a guy who played the first part of his career with the White Sox for 4 years, and was like, I want to leave. And then he went over to Detroit, Baltimore, Cincinnati, missed the 2022 season, and spent his last 2 years with the Angels. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. The pitch, broken background ball, hit over to shortstop. The flip over the second, is it in time? I don't know. Throw to first, though, is in time. Are they going to call it a double play? They are. I don't know. It's pretty close over at second. But it is a double play. He may have just been out by half a step. Less than half a step. So Kroon's out at second. And Lantigua grounds into a double play. And now it's Yohan Rojas coming up. A base hit can tie it. First pitch he sees is a slider, or a changeup that is, excuse me. That's at the kneecaps for strike 1. So he's had nobody out with 2 runners on. 0-1 pitch, ground ball back up the middle. Diving stop by the second baseman. He gets back up, goes over to first, just in time. DJ Stewart, he had to dive and extend his foot on the bag. That was a bang-bang play over at second base. Chang comes in, he makes a diving stop, and robs Yohan Rojas on a base hit. That's just something that you got to tip your cap to, and that is going to end the inning. It is stretch time out in Clearwater, Florida, and the Phillies will be back in just a little bit. That was a nice play. The throw was a little bit off balance, but again, You got to get back on your feet really quickly and try to hustle to throw out Rojas. And he did. And DJ Stewart, the veteran over at first base, had to use all of his body to just lay out and tag the bag as he made the catch. That was impressive. Bottom of the 7th, it's 3-2 Pittsburgh. I really wanted Yohan Rojas to come through. So Rancones single, Kern single, Antigua 6-4-3 double play. $5K for opening day, baby. We got a quiet chat today. We got 59 people on here and not a lot of chatters. I know that some people are working, though. But don't be afraid, is what I'm saying. You don't just have to listen. You can come on here and chat if you want to. I don't bite. Get out of my chat. Leave. Just kidding. Brad Marchand to the Florida Panthers. What? I missed that. Holy cow. The perfection line was done, but Brad Marchand is gone. Wow. And again, an excellent play by that second baseman. Stewart, I think he had his foot on the bag. I don't know. Oh, he was able to keep it on. He just was, yeah. Just for a split second. Holy cow. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards shortstop and bobbled by the shortstop. And that's going to go down as an E6. We have new subs coming on in for the Phils. They don't update them on ESPN, so we'll have to bear with us. Chasse is pitching for the Phils. In the bottom of the 7th, there's nobody out. A runner on over at first. Check swing. He went around. Just on the first pitch. Peguero takes over at second base. And actually moved over to shortstop. Chang is now at second for Pittsburgh. And the next pitch on the way, and that's taken for a ball. The shortstop that made the error was DeMartini. That's Carson DeMartini. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chasse on the hill for the Phils. He is the 5th pitcher that they have gone to today. That's Moises Chasse, 21 from Venezuela. 6 feet 1 inch tall, 213 pounds. Throws a slider that is at the head or towards the head of the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Break down the trade a little bit more for me. 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled away. Because I am trying to keep up to date with all the players that are out there. Two, ground ball hit over to third. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first. Around the horn, double play. And there's 2 outs. All started by Robert Moore over at third base. Throwing it all the way over to second base. To Tanner Farquhar. And then ending it over at first is Anthony. Is that Cody Anthony? Keaton Anthony. The pitch, and there's a strike. It's now no balls, 1 strike. to the batter. And the pitch on the way is popped up towards the right side of the infield. Second baseman says he has it, and he'll make the catch on the infield grass for out number 3. All right, we would go to the top of the 8th, that is. It is 3-2 Pittsburgh. All right, so let's get this all situated, folks. We got Robert Moore at third. At shortstop, it is DeMartini. Catching now for the Phillies is Josh Bro. Like to see more of him. And then we have out in center field, it'll be Elio Prado, who's 23 years old. Elio Prado. See what this guy can do. I'm curious. Interesting spot for him. And then it's Keaton Anthony, who's over at first base. Who takes over for Gabriel Rincones? That is Leandro Pineda. I got to see Leandro Pineda, another former Blue Claw. I remember that name. And then Ethan Wilson. Oh, I like this guy. This guy has power. I hope he comes up to bat. This guy, I think, has some good pop in the bat. Another lefty that they had. Trent Farquhar is over at second base. And that is all the changes, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We got 63 people tuning on in. If you have not subscribed already, well, what are you waiting for? 15 more, man, till we get to 4,900. Let's get to 4,900 tonight. Today. Eddie Yean is going to pitch. Last year, he went 48 games. He had 75 innings that he pitched in, and he had 69 strikeouts, along with a 7-5 record and a 3.36 ERA. We're in the top of the 8th, and the first pitch he throws is in the dirt for a ball. Come on, let's wake up, chat. Let's wake up. George! 1-0 pitch. There's a bouncing ball hit over towards first base and gobbled up, and DJ Stewart has it, and he'll tag the bag himself. We got Jason DeLay now catching for Tommy Pham. So DeLay is catching. We got Peguero over at shortstop. The pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Who's Johnson? That's Bryce Johnson. He's playing out in right field. The ball is one strike. The windup and the pitch. And it's swung on and missed again. Okay, Malcolm Nunez. 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss at 94 miles per hour. And there's 2 up, 2 down already here in the top of the 8th. Who else? We got Solak out and left. The pitch, and there's a line drive base hit for the Phillies. It's from Josh Bro, as he is able to come on up with a single, I believe. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Bro just struck out. So there's 2 away. So that means that Robert Moore was due up in the order, and he gets on with a 2-out single. It's like such a weird time to just, implement the new players and just do it all at once. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. 0-1 pitch. It's down and away for a ball. It's Keaton Anthony who's up to bat. It means that Pineda got on with a single. Anthony will foul this pitch back over towards the screen. So we'll get to see Ethan Wilson bat in the 9th. That's somebody I'm looking out for. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yin on the bump. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Yin is good stuff, man. And the inning is over. The side is retired, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Pittsburgh Pirates coming back up to bat as they lead it by 1. Larry, I'll get to your question in a sec. I just want to try to get the rest of the players down here, so just bear with me. Sung Chae Chang. Next time I do this, I don't like waste. See, I don't like wasting paper. And with these types of things, you could be using, like, if I'm doing this every day, the roster changes. And I don't like using so much paper. Alika Williams is still over at 3rd. Gorski came on in the pinch hit. I don't even know where he is. He's right there. Okay. Where did the phrase around the horn double play come from? That is a great question. Okay? Well, you know the show Around the Horn. It's like can of corn. Where did that come from? I mean, there actually is an origin story to it. I read it last year, and I forget what it is. The term, according to Baseball Almanac, and I trust them, as Zerninga is going to pitch. I want to see this guy pitch. This guy looks pretty good. The Dixon Baseball Dictionary, what do they say? Describing a forced double play in which a ground ball is fielded by the third baseman who throws it over to second base and then throws it over to first. Right? I understand that. They call it also, they actually use it, and I didn't know this, but they use this in basketball too. Instead of a passing pattern in basketball, if you're not good defenders individually, then you won't be good in the zone. And they were trying to pass it around the horn and get good shots. So like near corner, near wing, top of the key, far wing, far corner. That's passing it around the horn, too, which is also interesting. The pitch. There's a called strike. Zerninga is on the mound. The 2-1 pitch, and that's at 97. And it's fouled back over towards the screen. I don't know. Somebody else will have to look that up for me. I gotta focus on this. I want to give you more updates about these guys that you're not really gonna see. This guy Guillermo Zuniga is 26 years old. 2-2 on the way. Throws a slider that's in the dirt and it's swung on and missed. And there's one gone as Gutierrez is the one who strikes out. And there's 1K for him. He was previously on the St. Louis Cardinals and played for the Angels. He's 26 years old now. His ERA was high, but maybe the Phillies can develop him. The pitch, there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. The batter gets way under it, and the catch is made out in left for out number 2. There's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch came in 96. He did throw it down the middle, but it missed its spot. Two outs, bottom of the 8th. 60 people tuning on in, and yet still 15 of you have not subscribed to the channel or hit the thumbs up button. Let's go, folks. 1 ball, no strikes. There's 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch is down and in for ball 2. Logan Webb this year could actually be the first pitcher since 2019 to have 3 consecutive seasons of 200 innings pitched, which is a feat he wants to reach this year. 2 balls, 1 strike. Zuniga still on the bump. And the next pitch is down for ball 3. $5K, man. We're trying to get to $5K for opening day, so that's why we're live. JJ, do you sleep? I want to get to that $5K, man. Dedication. And I like watching this baseball team. 3-1, and they're going to call a pitch clock violation on Zuniga, and that's going to result in ball 4. Yeah, man. Guys, if you love the Yankees, if you really like other good content creators that are on here and other good streamers, I seriously mean this. Please go subscribe to my man Max Coverage TV. You know, he does an awesome, awesome job. And Max, I hope you're not mad at me. I hope you're not mad at me. You're probably saying, oh boy. Larry, what did we do the other day during the rain delay? We did bracket predictions this year. And who did I have in the World Series? Who did I have in the World Series? I want you to tell them. I just did like a bracket prediction, like a random bracket prediction. Solak dives over to second base and gets a steal without a throw. 0-2 pitch. Nets inside and low for a ball. It was the best prediction ever, says Dan Brew. Al, what's going on, man? Braves versus Blue Jays. Max, I'm sorry, but it gets worse. It gets worse. And I have to confess to you because I'm an honest man. I'm honest. But BW is going to be mad. I'm sure. I'm sure PAS is mad. But I didn't even put my Phillies in there, so you gotta like give me some credit there. I thought we were friends. I'm sorry. I had to be honest. 2-2 pitch, and there's a foul ball. I said it as I'm live. I said, don't get mad at me, Max. Don't get upset with me. I still love you. Oy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th. It's 3-2 Pittsburgh. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch is chopped foul. The camera operator thought that he struck out. He did not. It gets worse. I had the Phillies losing to the Dodgers, and I was actually debating on even putting them in as the 6th seed, but I was being nice. The 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. I think I had the Mets losing to the Braves, so PAS won't be happy with me there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch from Zuniga, and that's outside for ball 4. So when I'm watching this guy pitch, I mean, like, the fastball's nice. It's just that when he goes to the changeup and when he goes back to the sweeper, it's not so on target, if you will. Since Jays won't even sniff the playoffs. Remember that Jays fangirl who used to say, "Shh, Bo Bichette is up"? Oh, yes. And, yeah, that's Dallas. That's Dallas Mod Girl. Shout out to Dallas, man. Haven't seen Rhino go live in a little bit. Hopefully he's all right, man. Prayers go out to him because I know that he's I know that he's been sick. So prayers for Rising Rhino. 0-1, ground ball, diving stop by the third baseman. He gets up, throws over to first. Nice play for the Phils. That was Robert Moore over at third base. All right, Robert, you're in. You're in, baby. Boom, you're benched. Just kidding. And we go to the 9th. Last chance for the Fightins. They trail 3-2. A $2 super chat. Our third one of spring training. Let's go. $2 from William. We appreciate you. We got 57 people on here. Can we get to 50 likes for the 5th day in a row? I think we can. We needed to get like those extra outs. Or sorry, we needed to have the game extend yesterday, unfortunately, and we ended up losing. But that was because the Phillies wanted us to get our likes up. They wanted us to get over that 50 marker. That's why they lost yesterday. That's why. I hated to be that guy. But it was actually really my fault because I jinxed them. I said in the 7th inning, this game's going to be short. And then as soon as that slipped out of my mouth, I was so mad. But then I was really happy I did it because I knew that we were going to get to that 50 like marker. So I had to do a selfish deed there, man. I did. I'm sorry. Thanks again for the $2 super chat. Denver says, yes, you did. And see, I hold myself accountable, just like with Max. Like, I had to be honest. I had to be honest. I don't lie. Lying is not cool. Speaking of lying, I'd be lying to you if I told you that the Tampa Bay Rays did not come back. They were down 8-1 and now lead at 9-8. Oh, it's spring training, JJ. Yes. That still is pretty wild, though. Yean is going to go out there to pitch the 9th. Pitched in the 8th inning. All right, where's Wilson? So Randall Moore is up to bat. Randall Moore. That's not his name. Robert Moore. First pitch he sees is taken outside for a ball. Moore made an excellent diving stop over at third to end the inning. And now he stares at a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Larry, I was looking at the chat for a second, and I thought that you switched your profile pic, and I was like, there's no way. The 1-1, there's a drive bunt, hit over towards the first base side, picked up by the pitcher, throw up over to first. It's in time. Good try. I liked that. Maybe Rojas should be doing that now, Rob. Instead of just waiting another 2 weeks to do it. Practice those drag bunts. Come on. He almost beat it out, too. This guy hustled out of the box, and the throw wasn't even that good of a throw, but still. All right, so now it is Ethan Wilson up to bat, and he rolls this one over towards the right side. It's gobbled up by the second baseman, and the throw to Stewart is in time. He got a pitch right down the middle, thought that he could take a hack at it, and he could not do so. Let's go. We need one more like to get us to 50. And continue to hit that subscriber button. We will have a post-game show right after this. Phillies down to their final out. It's Prado up to bat, and he stares at a 96-mile-per-hour pitch that's right at the kneecaps for strike one. I do have some takeaways that I want to talk about. All right. 0-1 pitch, and that is way inside for ball one. Aaron Ashby, they just said that he's going to be shut down for 2 weeks. Prayers go out to him with an oblique problem. 1-1 delivery, foul ball back over towards the screen. And the Phillies are down to their final strike. Ian comes set at the belt. And the 1-2 delivery is down for ball two. There we go. All right, Larry, you'll get your giveaway. I'll get you a giveaway. 2-2, and that's up high for ball three. What do you want? 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And there's a ground ball hit back up the middle for a base hit past the dive of the second baseman. And the game, of course, is going to continue. 5K subs. He gives away his bobblehead. Oh, heck no. Heck no. Maybe I'll try to get a replica of it, but man, oh man, that's like one souvenir that I cannot give that away. If the wife wants it, no, I'm kidding. Here's Trent Farquhar. And the first pitch he takes is on the outside edge. 0-1 pitch, and there's a called strike. JJ, you getting married? No. Is there something that you want to tell the rest of the group, JJ? No. 0-2 pitch, ground ball, back up the middle again for a base hit. And the runner's going to go on over to third. That's going to put runners now at the corners. And all of a sudden, things are getting dicey. All right, let's go. Let's do it, man. Let's go. I feel like this happens all the time. Tying runs at third. And there's a timeout on the mound. Let's go. All right. So Farquhar gets on with a base hit. And the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the left side. Throw over to first. It is just in time. What a play by the shortstop Peguero. And that is the ball game. It is. He just got the runner out at first. That was really close. They were shifted over towards that right side. And Peguero made an excellent throw over to first. Let's see the replay here. He was actually shifted more up the middle. Peguero has speed. He made an off-balance throw over to first. It looked pretty close. But that is out number 3, and that is how the ball game ends. Of course it does. That's how it goes. And so the Phillies lose by a final score of 3-2. What a disappointing ending that was. But it's all right. Maybe that'll make for better things to come during the regular season. Ha-ha. Maybe. All right, before you leave, man, I do have a post-game show, but if you don't care to listen to my thoughts, just make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel on the way out. I would really appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it as he sips his coffee. All right. Notes from today. Okay. We suck. We had two runs today. We couldn't get that final run. I'm really angry. This was a terrible performance by the Phillies. I'm very, very worried, guys. I am. I'm very worried about this offense. Jokes aside, I actually am worried about the offense, but the batters that were hitting today, this was more so like who's going to make the bench, who's going to be the backups, all those types of things, except for Yohan Rojas. Rojas got robbed on a hit that could have tied the game in the 7th inning. Other than that, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. I thought Rojas was Rojas today. Okay? That's the truth. Rojas wasn't really bad. He wasn't good. He was okay today. Garrett Stubbs actually had a very good day today. Stubbs walked twice. That first walk that he had was pretty cool. And then he doubled down that, I think it was the right field line, and was able to pull one and yank it over towards the first base side. So Stubbs hit the ball well. Defensively speaking, there were a couple of plays where I'm watching him block pitches, and he just had a hard time blocking pitches today. I don't know why. Some of them were wild pitches, but I don't know. To me, Stubbs wasn't really bad at blocking pitches last year. It was really JT. JT has a great arm. There's nobody that can deny that. But I thought that he had a hard time today blocking some pitches with what I saw out there. I will get to your comments in just a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I just have things that I want to get off my chest. All right. In all seriousness, Christopher Sanchez did pitch really well. I saw Larry's comment about that. He did. He pitched really good today. I was a big fan of the changeup. That changeup today, 12-6, man. Nothing like it. Very good stuff. He struck out Tommy Pham swinging on, I think it was 2 straight changeups in a row. Oh, wait, no. He struck him out on a 97-mile-per-hour fastball on the last pitch that was right down the pike. And Pham was actually a little bit shocked. He was, looking up and was like, I did not even expect that. So, and Tommy's a very good hitter. It was his first at-bat, so just to see him a little bit shocked like that as he was walking back to the dugout, really, I think, is a testament to Christopher Sanchez and what he has in his toolbox. He can reach 97, and now it looks like he can reach 98, which is great. Didn't really see... I saw a lot of 96s on the fastballs today, which is great. That's really cool. But he decided against Joey Bart to throw a lot of changeups at him, and that was the right approach because Joey Bart, just ever since he's gotten into the league, I love his work ethic, and I think that he is... I still hope that he can make a big impact in the league, but he was a big name for the Giants, and the one thing that they always said about him was that he had trouble with the off-speed pitches, and did his homework and got him out on changeups. So good for him. That second inning comes. He gets Davis to fly out to right. And then Frazier hits a little comebacker, and Sanchez actually made a really nice fielding play there. I'm happy that I highlighted that because now I remember there was a pitch that was hit right back over to him, and he had to charge from the mound, make a quick play, and throw it over to first. He did a little underhanded throw as he was on the run to first and really got the ball out of his glove very quickly as Frazier was hustling down that line. So that was a play that I noted just because of the defense there. I think that we talk a lot about Ranger and his glove on the mound. Christopher Sanchez is pretty good on defense, too, when it comes to just guarding the position, at pitching. So, good things from him there. He did give up the infield single to Ji-Hwan Bae. And, actually, I'm sorry, that wasn't the play. That ground out to Frazier, now I remember, was... back in the second, the third inning, that's when Palacios tried to do a sacrifice bunt. That's what it was. He tried to do a drag bunt down the first base line, and Sanchez had to hustle over towards the bag. That's what it was. And he made the underhanded throw over to first and had to do it very quickly. And it was also a very good extension. I forget who was playing first today. Otto Kemp. And Kemp did a good job of keeping his foot on the bag and getting his tippy toe on there as he was making the catch and had to reach all the way up. So that was the play that I was talking about. And then he struck out Alika Williams swinging to end that third inning. So, yeah, great stuff by Christopher Sanchez today. That is my big positive. Let's talk more about the pitching, man. Tyler Phillips. Absolutely, 1,000% bad again today. He's 0-3 now in spring training. This was the guy who was supposed to be in the hunting for that fifth starter role last year, and he, ever since the complete game shutout that he had, his things have changed. I think that other people have done their homework on him, and he's been losing velocity on his pitches. For some reason, the velocity's gone down, and he gave up 3 walks today, gave up 2 earned runs, and just hasn't looked good at all. When I'm watching him throw the fastball, I remember like when he threw the complete game shutout, the one thing that actually I thought was cool about Tyler was that he wasn't throwing pitches that were too fast. They were reaching 95, 96. I've noticed a lot today, 93, 94, and 92 on the four-seamers. So a little bit of a dip in velocity and some hanging pitches too. So it's too bad. Like I want the kid to succeed. I just don't think that he has enough. I really don't. I don't think that he has enough. And I'm, again, happy that they're using him in these spots here because, again, today's an audition day because we want to try to figure out how much depth we have, and that is important. But he couldn't even get a strikeout today and just had 2 bad pitches that he would have probably liked to have back and also walked 3 batters too. I almost said Dylan Harper. Why do I forget his name right now? Daniel Harper pitched. Daniel Harper, did anything really stand out to me today? Not really. Not really a lot. He didn't really stand out. Thought that he had some good ground ball stuff, but nothing really overpowering. Nothing too shabby or anything like that. Tyler pitched all right. Chase had a couple of flyouts. I saw him reach 95, 96 a couple of times. Wasn't really moving me, you know. So you just know that these guys are probably not, I mean, they're not going to make it to the majors anytime soon right now, but those are the types of pitchers that we want out there now. Zuniga. He looked good in the first 2 at-bats when it came to pitching in that 9th inning, and it looked like he had good stuff. And then there's some times where you can just tell, like after you get that second out, how do you get that third out? It's not easy. And so he allowed 2 walks in a row. Now he got out of the inning to his credit, but I thought that he has some things that he has to work on. The fastball was fine, but again, when you're on the mound, you got to try to have another go-to pitch. And I thought that he threw a lot of fastballs today, and there wasn't really much else to that. And that is a little bit concerning, and I'm hoping that as they continue to develop him, I mean, he's still young. This guy is what? 20? He's 26. But, you know, he played for the Cardinals, played for the Angels, and this is now his 3rd team. Maybe they could work on something with him down in the minors this year. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the pitching stuff. Pitching overall today, pretty good, except for Tyler Phillips. Bats today. Cody Clemens I know he struck out twice, but Cody, I think that Cody Clemens is sort of like our Greg Dobbs. Not going to tell you that he's like the best pinch hitter ever, but to have him come off the bench, be able to play first, second, and third, we need utility guys. And Cody Clemens, to me, is like a very good utility player to have because he does pretty good defensively at different positions. And he had a nice home run off of Max Scherzer the other day where he went the opposite field and had a very good approach at the plate. Today, I know he struck out twice, but then he got a hanging slider out over the middle of the plate from another major league pitcher, and that was Tanner Rainey. And Rainey actually had a very good year last year. So, good stuff. Keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. And if somebody goes down in the lineup, like Bryson Stott, God forbid, I want that guy playing second. I want that guy to fill in right away. So Cody had a good day. Edmundo Sosa just continues to struggle at the plate. I think we all know, though, that he's going to be another utility player for them. There's no way that they're going to let him go. And we like the amount of effort that he gives you. We had one play today where he fielded a ground ball back up the middle, got on one knee to throw it over to first, and just was a little bit late on the throw. It wasn't really his fault, but he made a nice play. And I like the effort that he gives you. I do. I think that he gives you a lot of good effort out there. Cal Stevenson, strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. He just is lost. He is so lost at the plate. And I know that he had one play tonight where he battled with the sun, and the sun was really a problem out there in the outfield today, but he panicked and just lost it right in the lights. I just don't get it twisted. I know that that's a hard play, but he is really, I think that they favor him way too much. And it's probably because he's a lefty, but I'm done with the Cal Stevenson experience. So, Gabriel Rincones, I was a little bit disappointed when he grounded into that 4-6-3 double play to end the fourth inning. He got a pitch to hit. It was a gimme. And just got on top of it, and the timing was a little bit early. Would he have liked to have that one back? I'm absolutely sure he would. But that would have been nice for him to come through in that situation. But anyhow, other than that, though, he still did all right today. He had a hard-hit single back up the middle and sort of made up for that strikeout when he was able to lead off the seventh inning. I think that the best option for him this year is AAA. Like, give him... He started off in high A last year, right? And that's like where he ended in high A last year. So maybe it's just right to just put him out in AAA. I don't think that he's gonna make the big league club, but give him that like little boost, you know? Have him skip AA and see how he does in AAA, and if he can keep it up, then good for him. Maybe he can make it to the majors next year or in 2 years. Who knows? But, you know, let's just continue to see how he does, is all I'm trying to say. Ethan Wilson got to play today. Matt Kroon, another good day for him. I really like this guy. I like what he does in the outfield defensively and offensively. I don't know what their plans are with him, but he's a good contributor, man. He might be, if Wes Wilson struggles or whatever it is, this guy could get a call up because he looks like he's ready. He had a nice walk-off hit the other day. He had a home run the other day. Today he got on twice. He got hit by a pitch, and he singled and made another pretty good play in the outfield today. So just, you know, keep his name in the back of your mind because he's done some very good things. Rafael Antigua, he's a project. He just is. Started off spring training pretty good, and then just today really struggled. Had an error over at third, grounded into a double play to end a rally killer after Rincones and Kroon got on with back-to-back singles. Yeah, not a really good day from him at all. And yeah, that's how I thought we. Those are my overall thoughts today, man. That's how I feel in regards to this game. So, Red Sox now have put up 20 runs. Jeez, it's 20-2. So the Phillies lose by a final score of 3-2 in the spring training game. Is it upsetting? No. But yeah. So just to recap, Rojas, okay day. Stubbs, good day offensively. Struggled with blocking pitches today for some reason. Cal Stevenson, another bad day at the office. Otto Kemp, good day for him. Gabriel Rincones, all right. Matt Kroon, good. Christopher Sanchez, excellent. And that's pretty much it. And Tyler Phillips, very bad again. So tomorrow I'm sure that we're going to get the starters again. And that'll be another day to assess the chasing and all that type of stuff. But, yeah. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know down below. Give me your thoughts on this game and what stood out to you. Not really too much. Not a lot of juice for this game. But Christopher Sanchez was really the main point and did good. Did very good. So, I hope Phillips got his degree, says Larry. That means that he's probably not going to make the team. The scary thing is that he might actually make the team. And they might actually be willing to give him a chance. But I hope not. And I hate to be that guy because it sucks. He's a guy from here. And he's trying to make a career out of this. But human aspect aside, it's just not performing. I was looking for Sosa to do something today. Yeah, me too. I thought maybe Edmundo Sosa would do some good things. I haven't really been too happy with how he has started in spring training, but I also just don't think he's an outfielder. I just don't. I think that they're just trying to do things that he's uncomfortable with, and it just doesn't look like it's seamless. You know what I mean? Edmundo's a competitor out there, but they're putting him in left, they're putting him in center, and not saying that this isn't the time to do it, but I don't think he's a natural outfielder, and that's sort of like a sign of desperation, in a sense, that the Phillies are doing this to him now. And that honestly diminishes confidence when you really think about it. We're going to have you at third base today. We'll put you at second base tomorrow or whenever, and you still have to hit. Yes, hitting the approaches don't change, but that other side does impact the mental side of the game because every position is different. When you're playing shortstop, it's not the same as playing center field. It's a totally different beast when you're doing that. So I don't think that they're putting him in a position to succeed, and not to make excuses for the guy, but that does not help. Doesn't help at all. 8 hits, 12 strikeouts. The starters will be very proud. Kroon looks good as a Wilson fill-in if needed. Yeah, that's what I just said. I agree. Good effort and a nice player. But see, I'm hoping that with what they did to West too, was they put him over at third some of the time. They didn't just have him in the outfield. They're just, for some reason, the Phillies organization, they try to, change things up for these players and not take away their natural position and try something new. Do y'all remember the Rhys Hoskins experience when they moved him from first to left field? That was so bad. That was a desperation move, and I knew that when they first did that was going to stink because it's just not his position. And you're putting him in a position to fail by doing that. And now, boom, we tried to put him over at first base. And then guess what? We said that Rhys Hoskins was more so like a gold glover when you compared Hoskins to Bohm at first base. And then to his credit, and to the organization's credit, they've helped him over at third base defensively, and he's become an above average defensive player at third for the most part. For the most part. Did he have that 5-error game or 4-error game last year against San Francisco? Yes, he did. You know, he made some mistakes last year, but his defense overall, you can't deny, has gotten so much better, but that's because I actually have to give credit to Bobby Dickerson, that's the infield coach, for working on that with him. You know? Bobby Dickerson, I think, is a very good infield coach. And you can sort of tell that players thrive under him, except for Trey, defensively. So, what else? What else does Chad have to say? We better not get off to our to one of our patented slow starts this year, says Larry. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. There's nothing I can say that can just be like, oh, we're not going to do it. You know, like this team is not going to get off to a slow start. I really can't say anything about that because who the heck knows? It seems more probable with what they've been showing us in spring training that they're chasing after a lot of pitches and that they're not putting up good at-bats. I actually saw better at-bats today, even though I know that they struck out more. I thought I saw a lot better at-bats today from these guys than I did yesterday because they took more pitches. Rojas may have struck out looking in the first at-bat, but at least he took more pitches. And it wasn't like he swung on and missed it, 3 of them, and only saw 4 pitches. Like 6 pitches, that's sort of a baby step positive. If that makes sense. We don't really have much in the minors. Get ready for the letdown. Yeah. So. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. I do have to get going. All right. I've got some stuff to do. I got some shorts that I got to cut. And I'm a little bit behind on schedule now, I see. All right. I got some stuff to do, so I got to sign off. But take care. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be back on tomorrow afternoon. So you can join me for another Phillies game really quickly before I do go. I have to know who pitches tomorrow. I'm sorry, even though I know I have other stuff that I got to do. Thank goodness this game actually ended early. Where is it? Phillies pitcher tomorrow. Let's see. Have they announced a pitcher? Tomorrow, they play the Blue Jays. Taijuan Walker's pitching. Oh, great. Great. It's Walker versus Bowden Francis. Okay. Interesting. All right, so that's it. All right, love you all to death. I will catch you all in the next one. Go Phils. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel on your way out. And I will catch you all very, very soon. Lala Tov.